This is Buck Allen. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
On second down, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dixon complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Andrew Billings able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Spinning again. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 65 yards on the ground. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is out of bounds here. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Teddy Bridgewater taking it in. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Pardon me, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterbacks, they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. Well, sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
The first run from the backup, Abdullah. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Willie Henry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Jackson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's taken on the 25. Officially a minute 54 to go in this 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Find out.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Find out.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Get wide now. Ready?
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Delta.
Second down, Bridgewater. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have to...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Andrew Billings continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and a mile. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a real,
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now he's flushed out right. Shreds the tackle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run here. Abdullah, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Yes, sir. So Delta.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Bridgewater. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's got room. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen here to mix him, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Quan Alexander in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down, and a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down, and it is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for the Bengals. 86 yards. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's first and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mark Walton taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Jackson now to throw again. Caught right side, it's Snead. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Jackson back to the air on 2nd down. Caught left side to Crabtree. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, Jackson. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. 3rd down here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Man open, that's Jaleel Scott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Five down. Set. 20.
They begin with a run by Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The Bengals hoping Mixon improves on the numbers from his rookie year. He's back there again on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And some room to work. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Five down.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Jackson on first down. Allen's got it over the middle. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3-19.
On second down, here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, Jackson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Jackson now. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. One last shot for Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.